During the afternoon and evening hours of April 26, 2024, a tornado outbreak was taking place across portions of Nebraska and Iowa. Several significant long-tracked tornadoes damaged or destroyed thousands of homes and businesses across the region. One of the most notable tornadoes of that day was a high-end EF3 that tore through the small town of Minden, Iowa. Darcy, a resident of Minden, was already tuned in to one of our live streams several hours before the tornado was on her doorstep.
So it was a school day, it was a normal work day for us, and I got a call that the kids were getting out early. Jokingly, I told my sister, we're probably going to get nothing, and I turned Ryan's channel on.
We are starting unreasonably early because we've got a massive situation going on here where we've got some tornadoes on the ground already.
I watched the Lincoln tornado. I watched that one rip through Lincoln.
Okay, here we go. This is a live look at a tornado forming from Storm Chaser Brad Arnold's point of view here. And of course, Storm Chaser Brad Arnold here has it coming right across the road here, right in front of him. He's on Interstate 80.
Right in front of us.
This is Interstate 80 right here.
There's an exit here. I want to get on north of it.
All right, we got it.
Huge tornado. Huge debris falling from the air. Violent.
Overturned semi up on the hill.
Overturned semi up on the hill.
Oh my goodness, listen to that roar.
Listen to the roar.
And then I watched the one that went through Omaha, and they started saying names that were really familiar to me, cities that were very close to me.
Our Omaha storm is about to produce another tornado. Just look at the cycle, and you can see the hook literally wrapping up and around with that RFD coming in.
And now we have a tornado.
New information.
Emergency.
This tornado warning has been upgraded.
Douglas County, Sarpy County, and Saunders County, Nebraska. We have an official tornado emergency now.
The siren started to go off here, and they're like, you know, the next ones that are coming in line is Neola and Minden.
The pattern recognition on this storm near Bentley, Iowa, the one to the south and east of Interstate 80 here where Chris is unbelievable. I am very confident that a strong tornado is possible with this once again as it heads up towards Minden.
Somebody, I don't know who, but somebody had gotten that drone footage of the tornado in Neola.
Storm Chaser Brett Adair giving us a breathtaking view of an unfortunate situation that's developing here in Iowa.
And I could tell in Ryan's reaction to all of the images that it was not good.
If you're just now tuning in, this is a live look at a tornado on the ground coming towards Minden, Iowa.
Towers out in Neola.
So this has the capability, this has the potential to be an even much bigger tornado than what we see there.
And we went in the room, and I just sat down, and as I sat down, the power went out.
We have a huge tornado now that's on the ground, and unfortunately this one's moving right into Minden.
Everything just went dark, and then all of a sudden you just hear the wind pick up.
And this is the view from Brad Arnold, who is actually on the road right now, Highway 66, looking south into Minden. So right now the tornado is going through Minden.
Your ears started popping. It was just the most surreal experience of your life. We heard the glass shattering, we heard everything just kind of ripping off. It was the scariest part of it, was just hearing your whole life just flying away.
A huge, massive tornado is going through the town of Minden right now. All we can do is hope that those people heeded the warning and took shelter.
So we were actually trapped downstairs. Our back door collapsed onto the stairs. My nephew and my brother-in-law, they were over here within seconds to come and help get us out.
I was out just doing my normal day, mowing and doing my landscaping job. Our chief was at another location south of Minden, storm spotting as well. He came into town right away and said most of the east side of town was basically destroyed. We drove straight into town as fast as we could and just basically went on the far northeast part of town and just started clearing houses and getting people out, pulled some kids out of the basement, and just basically did what we could. It gets emotional. You just never think it's gonna happen to you, and then it does. Everything can just be taken from you in a heartbeat.
Even after all of this, Mother Nature was not done yet. The very next day, we were expecting another major tornado outbreak, and late that evening, a seemingly non-stop train of big tornadoes wreaked havoc in an area across southern and southeastern Oklahoma. These tornadoes caused catastrophic damage and 4 fatalities. One of those tornadoes was a massive nocturnal EF3 speed that was headed right for the town of Sulphur, Oklahoma, where Derek Stone was watching the stream.
About 2 o'clock was whenever the stream started, and I logged on at about 2:30 because it was still kind of sunny here and didn't look like much of anything. And I watched it from 2:30 all the way until we left the house. And the reason we left the house because storm chasers started moving this way, and Ryan Hall actually spoke of the dire need to make sure you had cover.
By the way, it looks like the circulation that went through Ardmore is now organizing a little bit more again. So I'm becoming more concerned again about Daughtry and Sulphur here, as this storm has a history of producing a big tornado, lofting debris over 20,000 feet in the air as it comes up towards Sulphur. So take shelter if you haven't already.
Yeah, well, there's a debris signature in Sulphur, Oklahoma now, just on top of the town. It's entering the town right now.
We have been talking about Sulphur for a long time, so hopefully everybody in Sulphur was in their safe spots.
I was sick to my stomach, I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink, I couldn't sleep. We got back into town, into our neighborhood about 8 o'clock in the morning, and just driving in was heartbreaking, gut-wrenching, made me sick to my stomach, made me want to cry. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I did cry. Moving forward, that's a big question. We'll either rebuild here, or we will rebuild in another location within this community.
Everything, my business, my trailer's totaled, my car, but I'm alive. That's all that matters.
We're just staying with my parents right now. We're trying to wait on insurance, trying to live our life, trying to put the pieces back together, figuring out housing and a car.
Basically, I got what I could out of my house here. Basically, just been helping everybody else out, because that's kind of what I've always done, is put the community first.
After talking with our field director, Caleb, and listening to several stories from Iowa, Nebraska, and Oklahoma, we decided on top of our usual supply drop that more help was needed from the Y'all Squad. And what people needed most was money, whether it be to get a new car or to get a place to stay while waiting on insurance, or just to loosen the burden of a terrible situation. The Y'all Squad gave a total of $85,000 in cash directly to the people we talked to in the affected communities.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Y'all gave us our lives.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I have loved watching Ryan, and I love the power of just the healing that you guys bring. So I just wanted to bring attention to Minden because it's such a great small town.
I can't thank everybody enough. Holy crap. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my son's heart, from the bottom of my wife's heart, from the bottom of my 2-year-old daughter's heart. That's God Almighty, that's a huge help.
And this area is just wonderful, so thank you.
No problem. I'm glad we could
That's
help.
awesome. So
Glad you guys are all okay.
yeah, thank you. And
If
thank you
there's-
for the work you did that day.
I was expecting a t-shirt and a hat, and I'm like, I'm gonna get
Do you want a
t-shirt.
t-shirt? I can get you one of those too.
Really?
Yeah,
I would love to have a t-shirt, man. Unbelievable, man. Again, dude, I'm gonna, dude, nah. We from Oklahoma. We from Oklahoma, we hug here.
Since this video was recorded, a lot more tornadoes have caused even more destruction all across the U.S. Right now, the Y'all Squad is on the ground helping even more people in severely impacted areas. And unfortunately, the forecast is calling for even more unsettled weather in late May. The Y'all Squad could not do what we do without you. Please consider liking and sharing this video, because every penny that we generate in ad revenue, we're going to be putting that right back into our official 501c3 nonprofit organization. You can also go over to the yallsquad.org right now and submit a tax-deductible donation. And our goal is to continue to help people impacted by severe weather in really unique ways. Before insurance adjusters and larger federal organizations even reach out, we try to be there and truly make a difference in these situations that are terrible, and we try to make it just a little bit better for the people who are just unfortunately in the path of these incredibly powerful storms. Thank you for allowing us to go out there and do this kind of stuff. Hopefully we're going to be able to do it for a long time in the future, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.